Welcome to Inspired Life. Bad habits are sneaky. They start small, innocuous even, but they have a way of snowballing into something much bigger. It's like a whisper that gradually becomes a roar, a ripple turns into a wave. You see, habits, both good and bad, are formed through repetition. Each time we repeat an action, our brains are hardwired to make that action easier for us to do in the future. Let's get a bit scientific here, folks. There's a part of our brain called the basal ganglia. This is the place where our habits, our routines, are stored. When we perform an action over and over again, the basal ganglia recognizes the pattern and starts to automate the process. It's a bit like saving a document on your computer. Once it's saved, you can access it whenever you want, and it becomes easier to open each time. That's the habit loop in action. But here's where the danger lies. You see, our brains don't differentiate between good habits and bad ones. They're all just patterns, just routines. So when we consistently engage in a bad habit like reaching for that extra cookie or spending too much time on social media, our brains make it easier for us to keep doing it. The habit loop becomes a destructive cycle, and before we know it, we're stuck in a rut. So what starts as something small, like hitting the snooze button one too many times, can snowball into a larger it, sets the tone for our day, making us feel rushed and stressed. And over time, it can affect our productivity, our mood, and our overall well-being. So it's clear that these seemingly harmless routines can grow into something much more sinister if we let them. But the good news is that understanding the science behind our habits is the first step towards breaking free from them. It's like shining a light in a dark room. Once we see what's there, we can start to clean up the mess. Now let's delve into the impact of bad habits on mental health. Picture the procrastinator, always putting things off until the last minute. This habit breeds stress as deadlines loom and tasks pile up. Then there's the negative self-talker who chips away at their own self-esteem with every self-deprecating comment. This habit can lead to a spiral of self-doubt and depression. And let's not forget the mindless device scroller, whose constant device usage can lead to an onslaught of anxiety, caused by the endless stream of news, notifications, and social media updates. These habits, while seemingly small, can contribute to a significant amount of anxiety, stress, and even depression. They silently chip away at our mental health, often without us even realizing it. It's like a silent thief, slowly stealing away our peace of mind, our joy, our ability to live fully in the present moment. It's time to recognize the toll these habits are taking on our well-being. Bad habits don't just affect us individually, they spill over into our relationships. Picture this: you're at a dinner table, engrossed in your phone, barely listening to the conversation around you. Or perhaps, you're in a habit of showing up late, causing your friends to wait. These might seem like minor issues, but over time they can cause communication breakdowns and erode trust, straining our relationships. Imagine the frustration your loved ones might feel when they're trying to connect with you, but you're too caught up in your own world, thanks to your bad habits. It's like an invisible wall that keeps you from truly engaging with people who matter to you. And trust me, it's a wall that's not easy to tear down. But here's the good news. Just as our bad habits have the power to damage our relationships, our good habits have the power to heal and strengthen them. It starts with acknowledging the issue. Being honest with ourselves and with those we care about is the first step. Next, we need to replace our bad habits with better ones. Instead of reaching for the phone, reach for a meaningful conversation. Instead of being chronically late, make a conscious effort to respect other people's time. Remember, habits are not just about us. They're about how we show up in the world, how we treat others, and how we build and maintain connections. Our relationships deserve our best selves, not the version of us controlled by our bad habits. It's not just about emotions and relationships. Bad habits can wreak havoc on your finances. Imagine this: every time you make an impulsive purchase, you're not just buying an item, you're buying into a habit that can lead to a financial downward spiral. Overspending, impulse buying, or simply neglecting to save can seem innocent at the moment. Yet these actions can accumulate into a mountain of debt, financial stress, and even bankruptcy. Think about the last time you bought something on a whim. Did you need it? Or was it an emotional response to something else going on in your life? The truth is, our shopping habits can often reflect our emotional state. So the first step in regaining control is recognizing these triggers and finding healthier ways to cope. Neglecting to save is another habit that can have a severe impact on your financial health. We often think, I'll start saving when I earn more. But the reality is, saving isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep. Start small, even if it's just 1% of your income. Over time, this habit will pay dividends, literally and figuratively. Lastly, let's talk about overspending. It's easy to fall into the trap of living beyond our means, especially in our consumer-driven society. But remember, true wealth is not about having the latest gadgets or the trendiest clothes. It's about financial freedom and peace of mind. The financial consequences of bad habits can be staggering, but the good news is, you have the power to change. All right, it's time to shift gears and talk about the positive stuff. Breaking the cycle. It's time to turn those destructive habits into constructive routines that build a life that aligns with your aspirations and values. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. Change is hard, but the beauty of change is that it starts with a single step, and that first step is awareness. It's about recognizing the bad habit and understanding its impact on your life. Ask yourself, what triggers this habit? What craving does it satisfy? And what is the reward? Understanding this habit loop is the first step towards breaking it. Next, create an intention. This is a conscious decision to change. It's about saying, I recognize this habit and I want to change it. Intention sets the stage for action. It's a commitment to yourself and your future. Now, let's talk about strategies. One effective method is replacement. Instead of trying to eliminate a bad habit, replace it with a good one. For instance, if you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media, try replacing it with reading a book or going for a walk. Another strategy is to make your environment conducive to change. If you want to stop snacking late at night, don't keep junk food in the house. If you want to exercise more, keep your workout clothes and equipment within sight. Consistency is key. Remember, habits weren't formed overnight. It takes time and consistent effort to change them, but don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. It's part of the process. Learn from it and keep going. Finally, celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Every time you choose your new habit over the old one, give yourself a pat on the back. It's a sign of progress, a step closer to your goal. Remember, you have the power to change. It's all about awareness, intention, and consistent effort. And remember, every day is a new opportunity to make better choices, to be the best version of yourself. So, let's get out there and start breaking the cycle. Thank you for sticking with us throughout this enlightening journey on Breaking Point, how your bad habits are slowly destroying your life. We hope you found the information valuable, and it has inspired you to take that crucial first step towards breaking your own cycle of bad habits. If you found this content helpful, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and sharing with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us and enables us to continue bringing you content that can truly make a difference in your life. So what's coming up next? We'll be diving deeper into the science of habit formation and sharing more practical strategies for establishing healthier habits. So stay tuned. Remember, change is possible and you have the power to reshape your habits and your life. Once again, thank you for being a part of our community and for your continued support. Let's continue this journey of growth and self-improvement together. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and keep striving for the best version of you.